Hello pilots, it's Wes from right here at motionrc.com, and in today's video we are checking out the brand new 64mm A-10. Now they call this the V3, but that's really not fair because this aircraft shares nothing in common with the old version of this. Completely new mold, completely new gear, completely new power system. Let's get it out of the box and check this thing out. There you go, guys, and this is a beautiful airplane. Now that I just got this out of the box, the details on it are stunning, and I cannot wait to get this one together. So let's get this thing started. We're gonna get our Ernst stand out, we're gonna get the airplane setting in it, and we are gonna start this assembly. Let's do it! All right, guys, so like I said, I'm gonna get my Ernst stand, get the A-10 inside of it. You're gonna see there's these little tubes here. We can go in and take them out. You'll see that they're marked to say these are not actually wing spars. We're gonna get both of these out of the airplane right now. There you go. And get rid of these. These don't get used. It wouldn't be bad to keep them for if you want to use them in something else, but not for this airplane. So pilots, step one of the assembly process on your A-10 is gonna get our elevator and our rudders installed on the aircraft. We wanna get the aircraft upside down in a flight stand for this, and then set it off to the side. Then we're gonna take our elevator and we're going to run the come get 'em wire through the inside channel pocket of the horizontal stabilizer. Once you have that come get 'em wire in there, you're gonna go on and put the two leads that are off of the rudder halves into that come get 'em wire and then pull it through the inside of that elevator. Once this is done, you can take the two halves and stand them up, clipping them in. Do not force this. It's a plastic piece into a plastic piece. They should fit perfectly. If they don't, you probably have it on the backwards. Once you have the rudder halves onto the elevator, it's gonna take two of your 2mm Allen key screws on both of your rudders to get them installed onto the aircraft. If you don't have one of our MIP screwdrivers, I highly recommend you get one of these 2mm ones because you're gonna use it all the time and they fit perfectly. Once those are attached to the model, you're gonna come down to the control board and you will see that it's labeled for the two rudders to go into the 3-port setup, and then your two lights plug into the 2-port setups. Be careful, there is one that is labeled for a strobe. You do not wanna use that one. These are both solid colored LEDs. All right, now that the tail assembly is together, we need to take the fuselage, turn it upside down in a stand, and we're gonna hold it up beside it and plug in your one multi-function control board wire. Once you've done that and it's seated very well, we can take the actual elevator and slot it into the fuselage. After you have that all set down, make sure no wires are pinched in between the foam. We can take 4 more of our Allen key screws and put those in from the top. After all that, you're gonna be right here where I am and you'll have your elevator and rudders affixed to the aircraft. Let's get the motors on next. All right, pilots, so for step 2, we're gonna get the nacelles installed on the aircraft. It's very simple. You're gonna see that there are 2 sets of wires that are zip tied together in the top section of the A-10. You're gonna reach down in there and pull those out, and there's gonna be 3 leads for each set. Now, whenever you look under your nacelle, you're gonna see that there is a red, black, and yellow, and you need to plug them in to the corresponding side. 3 of them that are zip tied together are gonna go to one side, and 3 of them that are zip tied are gonna go to the other. Once you have that done, you can set the nacelle down on top, once again, not forcing anything, and then take 4 of those 2mm Allen key screws and put the nacelles down onto the aircraft. So for step 3 of the process, it's time to get our wings installed. It's really simple on this aircraft. You're gonna take the 2 carbon spars, and then there are 4 little black caps. You're gonna take those and slide them into the end, and then I use some Benchcraft thin CA to just put on those so they won't fall out. After you have that done, they help align it up, so slide them both through the fuselage, and then we can take our wings and slide them on. You're gonna see this has the quick connect wings, so gone are the multi-function control boards you had to actually manually plug in. These just line up and slide together. Then on the bottom of the aircraft, you're gonna notice there are 4 push buttons. When they're out, you'll see they have some white around them. When they're in, they'll be gray. We're going to go on and push those down, and that will secure our wings to the aircraft. Now it is time to go around and put on all the ordnance and the little scale trinkets around. So you're going to go down the wing one at a time, go through your missile rails, your bombs, your missiles, all of those things. They just clip on, so if you don't want to fly with them, you do not have to. Then you have the two fins that go underneath the aircraft at the leading edge of the wing. You're going to see that they just kind of key on, and then you use two more of those same 2mm screws to attach them to the aircraft. Up on the front, you're going to see the distinctive laser spot tracker that you're going to install with one 2mm Allen key screw. And then on the back of the airplane, there are 3 antennas. They are designated in your manual of where they go, but the bigger one goes at the front, the smallest one goes right in the middle, and then the very large pointy one goes at the back. Out on the wingtip, you're going to see the last accessory you need to install, and that is the P-dot tube that just friction fits onto the wing. All right, pilots, so the assembly's done. What I've gone on ahead and done is put my receiver in the aircraft and hook it up. It's a pretty standard setup on this one. The only thing that you need is a 7th channel if you're going to use your thrust reversing. If you want to get away with 6, just don't plug the thrust reversing in and you're going to do just fine. As you can see, I got it plugged in. I've got a 5,000 milliamp pack in it, and it is covered in lights, and the slime lights are green, so everybody should enjoy this one. And now that I've got it, I'm going to flip the gear out so you can see those. Check it out. Fully scaled out, machined aluminum suspension landing gear on this A-10. You've got the landing light up on the front pot. You have flaps on this aircraft. And the power system on the new A-10 is the 2840, 2200 kV Outrunner system. You've got plenty of power in this, and it is a phenomenal system in these little aircraft. And then, like I said, all of this detail on this aircraft, it is not the same airplane as the old version of this. I cannot iterate this enough. This is a completely new mold, completely new electronics, completely new power system. This is a brand spanking new 64mm A-10 that shares nothing with the previous iterations. The other really cool thing, the big ones up here behind me, these things look almost identical now. This is just a shrunk down version. You have all the same features outside of the light up cannon on the front that the bigger version has, and you have the details of the rivets on the aircraft. The decal sheet comes applied on it outside of you just needing to add your favorite one of the nose art choices that you want. Now on that decal sheet, if you want to stay completely accurate to the tail number and everything we have on this aircraft, you're going to want to use Old Man Moe's is the one to use. And these are water slide decals, so you're just going to cut it out, drop it in a bowl of water, and put that up on the front of the aircraft. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of different options in there, so you can make your airplane specific to you. All right, we need to do a little bit of housekeeping talk here. So we've had some instances where customers are messaging in and they've blown up the ESC in their aircraft. Now, I want to help you never make this mistake. Do not power your stock Freewing aircraft on a life battery through your receiver port. It will backfeed into the ESCs. It will overcharge the capacitors in them, and when you plug in your flight pack, smoke will come out of this thing. So do not power this with a separate LiPo. It is designed to run off the BEC inside of the ESCs of this aircraft off of a 6,000 or a 5,000 milliamp 6S battery. This is the way to power your Freewing aircraft. It is proven and is the best way to do it. So I'm telling you right now, do not plug a separate battery in to this aircraft when you're setting it up. It will cause issues. I want that to be very clear, guys, and we wanted to make sure you know about it. So back to the fun of the video, let's get back to setting this airplane up. So let's check out our rates. For high rate aileron, I have 20 millimeters of deflection. For mid-rate ailerons, I have 15 millimeters of deflection. And for low rate, I have 10 millimeters of deflection. For my elevator, I have 20 millimeters of deflection for high, 15 millimeters for my mid, and 10 millimeters for my low. For my flap deflections, I have 20 millimeters for my landing flaps, 15 millimeters for my takeoff flaps, and neutral for my flying mode. For my rudders, I have 15 millimeters of deflection with 30% expo to soften the center of the stick when I'm taxiing and taking off. Well, pilots, this gets the 64mm A-10 all done. I've had a lot of fun putting this one together, and I can't wait till tomorrow when we go out and fly this thing, and we are gonna have an absolute blast with it. So whether it's air, land, or sea, you can get it right here at Motion RC. And until the next video, I've been Wes from here at Motion RC. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys!